Boxing fans, what's good? Chris Robinson here. Just doing a little breakdown of tonight's big fight between junior welterweight champion Danny Garcia and Zab Judah, former two-time champion. Really good matchup, I feel. The young champion in Garcia, consistent, solid, good chin. Judah, 35 years old, but he's showing he still does have something left. Breaking down this fight, if we flash back to July 14th of 2012, Garcia faced off with Amir Khan inside of the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. We were at that fight. Khan got off to a very fast start in that fight. He was catching Garcia, but Garcia, he stayed consistent. He started touching Khan. Third round, caught him with a big left hook, dropped him. Shortly thereafter, the next round, he dropped him a few more times. The bout was called off. Garcia became the champion. And watching that fight from ringside was none other than Zab Judah. He was in the building, scouting both guys. And I spoke to him after the fight. And this is what he had to say about Garcia's performance, and he even hinted that he wanted that fight.
It's a beautiful experience.
You love it, Zab. What do you think when he went down, though, man?
It's boxing. It's boxing. You know what I'm saying? I wish the Khan family and the Khan team well, and but this is boxing. You know what I mean?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Where does Danny Garcia go from here?
He's at the top right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's looking at him now.
Are you looking at him?
He put himself in a magnifying glass, and Team Judah took a great look at him tonight, being that we number one. This is a great situation.
The fight, it got made. The people started talking about that fight. As I always do, I swung by the Mayweather Boxing Club out in Las Vegas. Asked a few insiders for their take. This is some early just inside predictions on what some people had to say about the fight back in October.
That was going to be an interesting fight. Danny's last two fights, show up, prove himself, and Zab is seasoned veteran.
I think I go with Judah.
You like Judah?
Yeah, he got better skills.
I'm gonna put with my boy Danny Garcia. Zab Judah, he got the history of being a 4-round fighter.
It's gonna be a good fight, you know what I'm saying? Zab, as long as he keep on the path that he on, he definitely got action. Danny, he's a puncher, but Zab, he's experienced, so I think he got a lot of action there coming back.
Matchup, excellent matchup. I think in order for Zab to win, Zab O had to show up.
Then a few months later, I was in Los Angeles for Amir Khan was fighting Carlos Molina and at the LA Sports Arena. And before Khan's fight, Garcia, he spoke to the media, backstage, and I had a few words with him just about the fight with Judah and what he expected from this fight, and he gave me his thoughts.
What are you expecting from Zab Judah when you guys meet?
I'm expecting a tough fight. Like I said before, he seems real motivated for this fight. He's a crafty veteran. He's speed. He got power. So I definitely respect him as a fighter. I can't go in there thinking, I'm just gonna walk through him. I know it's gonna be a tough fight, and I'm gonna prepare my body for a war.
Is there anything about him that he brings to the table that past guys haven't?
Like I said before, I fought a couple southpaws in the pros. I fought so many amateurs. I've seen a lot of styles. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm just gonna adapt.
Later, I started going to Zab's camp out here in Vegas a little bit. Zab, one thing I can say about Zab Judah, he's good people. He's somebody that if you really get to know him, despite some of his altercations in the past and all, stuff like that, he is definitely a good guy, good to talk boxing with. I asked him about Garcia because he had admitted to me that he didn't know as much about Danny Garcia when the fight got signed. He said he hadn't even really heard of him. But a few months later, Zab admitted to me, he said, yeah, he's been keeping his eye on him, and this is what he had to say.
Well, talk to you about Danny Garcia. A month ago you admitted, I didn't know too much about him. Has that changed? Have you gotten to study him a little bit?
Yeah, I'm a potential stalker now. I know everything about the boy, I studied his life. I studied everything about him. I know everything. I know who his school at, who his classmates are, his friends, everybody. But on the boxing note, you know, I'm prepared. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I mean, Danny Garcia does not bring nothing to the ring that Zab Judah has never seen before. You know what I mean? And I'm very mentally and physically prepared for the situation.
And here we come now to April 27th. We're actually just, you know, about 12 hours away from the fight. I'm gonna have to go make my prediction. I'm going with Zab Judah in this one. I'm going with the upset. Why I like Zab in this one, he just 35 years old. He's still a fresh fighter, even though he's had some tough fights. And mentally, he's at a great spot in his life. Just being around him in camp, physically, he still has a lot left. He's fast, he's sharp. He showed against Vert in Paris in his last fight. You know, what he can do if he's focused. He's had some tough losses, but he always bounces back strong. And I think his movement, his sharp punching, and his power might surprise Garcia. I don't take Garcia lightly. He's a solid champion. It's going to be a tough fight, but I'm just really feeling that Zab is going to pull off the upset.